I don't know if that. I don't think it records.
No. There's a record when it comes up to the system, so when it does record, you can actually hear people talking.
Oh,
That's why I got it straight up and down.
okay. Thank you, Alan.
People do this.
I guess we're right around 6 o'clock, so if we want to rise, we'll start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So hopefully you've all had a chance to sign in on our sign-in sheet out there, the fire access at Merritt. If you have cell phones with you, we ask that you have them turned off so we don't get interrupted. And can we have a roll call?
Henry Hill,
Yes.
Roger Black,
Here.
Marianne Alexandra,
Here.
Melanie Marr,
Yes.
Steve Einpont,
Here.
Alan Reese,
Here.
Brett Baker,
Here.
Dean Scheller.
And can we have a motion to approve last month's minutes?
So moved. Second.
And roll call vote on that?
Henry Hill,
Yes.
Roger Black,
Yes.
Marianne Alexandra,
Yes.
Melanie Marr.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, I went in reverse order on you, but
That's okay.
that's okay. And we have a motion that it was advertised as required.
I'll make a motion.
And second? And roll call vote on that?
Henry Hill,
Yes.
Roger Black,
Yes.
Marianne Alexandra,
Yes.
Melanie Marr.
Yes.
And on to old business.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, we have two requests, one for rehearing, one for extension. The first request is from Mary White Ferris, located at 29 Jefferson Road, to reopen Appeal 221 in order to be allowed to expand a non-conforming structure by building a front porch in an R4 residential district. The home was there by variance from you guys from a while ago, and now they want to expand, coming off a deck into the front yard, looking to reopen that appeal.
Anybody have any objections to rehearing that variance? Okay. We have a roll call vote on that?
Motion.
Motion.
So moved.
Just make a
Just
motion to
extension,
that
yeah.
we will
Yeah.
rehear.
Second.
Extension, yes. In favor of the extension.
Yeah, second. Thank you.
Okay. And roll call on that?
Henry Hill,
Yes.
Roger Black,
Yes.
Marianne Alexandra,
Yes.
Melanie Marr.
Yes.
The second one is from Target, aka Target.
There's
They're
someone here from Target as well.
good. Welcome.
Thank you.
If you're from Minnesota, welcome.
No, it's okay.
Isn't that where headquarters is?
It is, yeah, but I'm the property management business partner, so I live in New York. I'm in Saratoga.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Nice drive up there.
It's
So they're asking for a request for an extension. Request from Target Corporation located at 60 Smithfield Boulevard for a 1-year extension of the August 12th, 2025 approval for the signage that was in excess of what was allowed in the T5 Center District.
Sir, you come right to the front.
Just explain to them why you need it.
We had some underlying circumstances that we delayed our project for a year. We're just hoping that we can get the extension approved so we can carry on with the plans. There was no design plan changes to what was originally
Okay,
submitted.
everything stays the same.
Everything that was submitted last year that was approved by the board is still the same.
Okay.
We just had some design changes on the inside that we were reevaluating, and we needed HQ approval for from our design team, and by the time they made their approvals, we're like, well, we're out of remodel season, so we're gonna have to wait till next year.
Okay. Do we need to have a hearing on this, a public hearing, or just
No, for an extension.
the extension? No, okay. Any board members have any questions on that extension? Everything is okay? Somebody make a motion to approve their extension?
I'll make a motion to approve the extension.
Mary Ann, and second? And roll call vote on that?
Henry Hale,
Yes.
Roger Black,
Yes.
Marion Alexandra, Melanie Marr.
Yes.
You're all set. You got 1 year.
Thank you. I've never done this before. Do you get like
Yes, were you included on the email thread?
no, one
No.
of my contractors, Casey, is on that email thread. Did you want?
Okay. It's completely up to you, so I can send the confirmation that the board approved your extension to that email thread,
Perfect.
unless you want it set separately somewhere else.
Can I just write an email? Maybe that's
If you
something
want to write
just
it down
do.
for me, yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
We'll just have to write it down.
Okay, those two are done. Finish up and I'll go on to,
Thank you.
Thank you.
have a good night.
No.
The next appeal is 2339 Wanda Bruno. Front and center. Welcome back.
Thanks.
It's a drive-through for you. Wanda is at, Mrs. Bruno is at,
No, miss.
sorry,
Thank you.
she is located at 22 Trudeau Road, area variance. Request to be allowed to expand a non-conforming structure by attaching the existing pool deck in the backyard to the non-conforming primary structure. The primary structure doesn't meet the 50-foot front yard setback, and an R2 residential district encroaching 10 feet into the roadside front yard setback, leaving 40 feet to the property line. All setbacks are met with the placement of the rear deck. So that was a lot. So Alan has some pictures and what was submitted to us that we can kind of go over and kind of show you where we were to remind you of where Trudeau Road is.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, this is Route 3 coming out of Katyville. This is the Trudeau Road coming up. There's been some subdivision going on over here. So Miss Bruno has a house actually built in this lot right here. You can see this is the R2 area, this yellow down here. This is the R5, which is the manufactured home area up top. So this is the size of her lot. This is the backyard. So the garage is on this end, and this corner over here up front is what's actually the 10-foot, because the house actually sits a little bit turned. It's not parallel with the road. So she's looking to build a structure from this deck and landing out to this deck across here. So once these two get connected, this is already connected to the house. It would be an extension of this house all the way out to this deck. And that's a close-up that she provided. Okay, ma'am, anything you'd like to add?
Just the, looking to do like the second or third step from the ground would be straight across to the existing deck. Safety gate would still be put in place. It's probably gonna need, the pressure treated gate versus the fence gate, but it'll still all conform for around the pool and everything.
Then are you gonna have steps coming off? to
Yeah, on
get
each
to the
side,
yard?
so, right, on each
Right.
side, so that if I wanna go to the backyard, I don't have to go out through the garage and come back around.
So if you actually built that and not attach it to the steps, you wouldn't need a variance at all.
Right, but then there would be a gap of some sort. Right. I had a cat. My luck, she'd get her leg right down in there. So this was my original plan and design from the start.
Okay.
Just, you know, that front corner, just put the hurdle in it, that's all.
I'll open up the public hearing portion of the meeting. Anybody here like to speak to this matter? And not seeing anybody, didn't go down to the.
No.
It did,
Oh, did it?
it did.
Didn't read one of them.
Route 3.
Is it not in there?
Oh.
No, it's
I'm sorry, yeah, pool deck, yes. I'm sorry, it did, Mr. Chairman.
Yep.
It did go down to, the Clinton County Planning Board for a 239M referral number 67-26. The expansion of non-conforming structure attached to the pool deck in the backyard, non-conforming primary structure. The primary structure does meet the 50-foot setback. It was a 7-0 in favor, 7 in favor of the option.
a local issue.
That is correct.
And we can close the public hearing portion of the meeting and go to board members with any questions or further comments that they might have. No? We do the the balancing check for the area variance, whether the benefit can be achieved by other means feasible to the applicant, and it would be a little bit awkward to do, but it would be possible. Undesirable change in neighborhood character, there's none there. Whether the request is substantial, and I don't see it as being substantial, whether the request will have adverse physical or environmental effects. I don't see anything there, so it would be to either approve or decline the variance. I just looked that way, that's all.
Make a motion to approve.
Okay, for a second,
I'll second.
and a show of hands. And a roll call vote.
Henry Hill,
Yes.
Roger Black,
Yes.
Marianne Alexandra,
Yes.
Melanie Mark.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
I'll see you again next improvement. Next year.
Thank you, drive through. Chester Jenkins. You're next. So the next appeal is number 2376 at 2024 Route 3. Mr. Chester Jenkins is requesting to be allowed to construct approximately an 8x8 deck on the front of the home, which is 14 feet deficient, the minimum front yard setback, 50 feet, only 26 feet to the front property line, which is not allowed in an R2 district. Alan has
It's 36 feet.
Yeah, that's what, yeah, so
Oh, typo, yep.
Okay.
intern Allen, so there's 36 feet, and we do have the clerical questions that we will, Mr. Chairman, on the application to the overhead, and then what is actually there, and what was provided to us to make sure we have the correct numbers.
The description is correct here, it's only a typo on that slide.
Okay.
Okay, also a correction is the front deck is already constructed, so he's not really asking to construct it, he's asking to keep it. Okay, so this is Route 3 coming down from Maker Road up here. Harrigan's is here, so you can get an idea. Bradford Road's right up here. That's this property right here. So whole area is zoned R2. A little closer view. So this is the house right here. This is the front door right there. This is where it's being constructed, or has been constructed. Sorry. This is what it looks like today. So it's already done. It's there. So he's looking for a variance from the setback here. And this is what he's providing. 36 feet.
All you, sir.
Yep, so I was standing the main deck, which is near the garage. My wife was using the small composite stairs. She fell off them, and I got mad and just ripped off the stairs that were there and built a new one. I was under the false pretenses of it being a small deck that I did not need a building permit for the first house. I will take the fault there. My bad. Just wanted to put something that looks a little nicer and that we can use as a egress point of our house if needed, because the small landing provided from the stairs that were there is not sufficient.
Somebody came to their front door. He's just checking to see who's in the hallway.
Okay. All right. So a little bit of a mistake saying that you didn't need to have a building permit for the front deck off the place.
Yes, sir.
Was it because anything filed by
sheds under 120 square feet don't need permits.
Right.
But a lot of people think that if they're structured to build a deck or stairs, whatever is under 120 square feet, they don't need permit. It only applies to sheds.
That might be part of the reason, I guess. All right. I guess I'm gonna open up the public hearing portion of the meeting, and anybody here like to speak to this matter? And I know it did go down to the county, I believe. $5726, construct a 61.5 square foot deck on the front of the house, deficient of minimum front yard. It was determined to be a local issue and was in, the board voted in favor of the action. Board members, any questions, comments that you'd like to
So the
make?
question I have is a deck that you put on the side of the house, you did get a building permit,
Yes, ma'am.
and you did not get a building permit for the front?
The front one, no, it was a small little, just less than 8x8, whereas the side one was well over 100 square feet. So I did not think a structure that small required one. And I asked family and friends, and everyone I had spoke to was under the same assumption as me.
Did you think of calling the town and asking?
I did not. This is my first time owning a house, and I will take that into consideration next time.
How big was the porch that you pulled off the stairs?
Rough estimate, there was about a 3x3 square foot landing, and then another 3 feet of stairs. So I extended it about 2 feet from what was already there. It is wider, but I extended it towards the road, another 2 feet from what was there.
Well, you're taking the total including the steps.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so he's talking about the landing, the very top piece that you step out of on when you come out the front door.
Was the same width as the door that is there.
Mm-hmm.
So the door opening up took the entire landing. So in order to open the door, you had to be on the steps back and lean over the
Right, so
landing.
it's probably 3x3.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody else with questions? No. If you look at the balancing test, whether the benefit can be achieved by other means feasible to the applicant, and it's basically looking to have a bigger landing area to be able to get in and out of the house safely. Undesirable change your neighborhood character. It's an attractive deck and staircase. Whether the request is substantial, and it's 14 feet of variance, yes, which isn't extreme. And whether the request will have adverse physical or environmental effects, I don't see any of them for that. So, any board members have any other comments or questions, or would like to make a motion or to approve or deny the request for variance?
Move that we approve.
Okay,
Say that again?
he's gonna approve the variance.
I'll second that.
And a show of hands. And a roll call vote.
Henry Hill,
Yes.
Roger Black,
Yes.
Marian Alexandros,
Abstain.
Melanie Marr.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Last but not least,
Yes, I have the paperwork is submitted.
John Brownwood. Front and center. Appeal number 2377, John Brownwood, owner of 45 Ruger Parkway, an area variance request to be allowed to place a pool, an accessory structure that would be encroaching into the 30-foot front yard setback, which is not allowed in an R5 residential district. Tom's got the details of what we have, where, and what they're looking at doing.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, this military turnpike out here, this is Meadow Lark Drive that comes in off the military turnpike just north of Northern Cakes. And then you come, this is Deer Run, and this is Ruger Parkway. They actually have the corner lot right here. So all that green area is R5. Just a little closer. So this is one of those unique situations where they actually have 2 front yards opposed to a front, 2 sides, and a rear. So this side here is the front side on Year Run. This is the front side on Wicker Park. They're looking to put a pool on this side over here. What it looks like today when I go up to the picture. So this is a blow-up pool. We don't regulate portable pools like this. We only regulate the permanent ones. So what they're doing is, I think the idea is to get rid of this one here and actually put a permanent pool there that they want to put in. So, and this is the layout plan. And then, sir, ma'am, I also have a couple of the other pictures. If you want to talk about those, they're out there too, the ones you provided. All yours.
How are you?
Okay, how you doing today?
I'm well, very well. So, as you can see, we do have 2 front yards.
Yes.
And 2005, you guys implemented a pool regulation. Before that, there was none. From my gathering, that you own 55 feet from the center of the road.
Well, 25 and then 30 is from the setback.
And so there should be no structure, from my understanding, to block any work. Or if you need to do anything on my side of my road, on my front yard, or my other front yard. As we've been listening to these 2 people here prior to us, you're talking about a 3 by 3 foot landing that's going to have someone open the door, right? Because you need that room for whatever reason, correct? I have a fence that you guys don't govern because you guys don't need a barrier, or it doesn't need to be approved, but yet having a pool, my insurance company requires that. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, I lived before at 10 Deer Run. Same 2 front yards. Okay? Had a pool, blow-up pool, which you guys don't regulate. Okay?
And a fenced in yard.
And a fence-in yard. Nothing was ever said. Ever said at all.
All right.
And so we are trying to put this pool for our child, okay, who has autism, that it seeks out pressure. Try to go to YMCA, and you know the price of YMCA for a membership, for a family, not just a single person. And so to alleviate that, at least 6 months of the year, hopefully, that we could have him stay within our governed house to fit those autistic needs.
He has vestibular sensory pressure needs. And so it is very helpful for him to be able to have that. That's very much what we were looking to do, is put it for him. I mean, will we enjoy it? Sure. But its intended purpose would be for him to, we have limited resources in our area for kids who have autism, special needs in general. And it seems like a small ask. We've had it for a lot of years, and he's utilized it for a lot of years. The only reason we're asking for a more permanent structure is because it doesn't wash and wear well, and a lot of money has been spent on these temporary options. And BHSN lost the funding to provide us with financial assistance to help with the YMCA, and he is OPWDD eligible, but he is not able to receive OPWDD funds because thank the good Lord that he's not at risk of being removed from the home. So that's what delineates his ability to get funding. So when we talk about the cost of the YMCA, I mean, I think it's a wonderful opportunity, but it does not fit our budget. So we looked at what it would cost over the lifetime of what he would be using it for, and we put it into putting a pool in ourselves. I know it seems silly, but you'd have to understand the dynamic and the background behind how much aquatic and water therapy helps with the vestibular sensory pressure when you're going into water. And that was really the motivation for it. And there's a lot of other political red tape that goes behind all of that, that when you talk about, you know, keeping everybody, in line for what your zoning rules are, I would just go out on a limb and say that, the temporary structure that we've been afforded the opportunity to keep up both at 10 Deer Run and at 45 River Parkway and other folks who do have it, essentially is kept up. It's rarely taken down because it is quite an arduous task to do. So it essentially, yes, is it temporary? By rights, yes, but is it temporary? No. And so I would just say that we went with a more permanent option under a false pretense as well, because we are rule followers, and every time we've had anything done at 45 River Parkway, we have come right to the town and asked and called. I bet Alan could probably at least attest to the fact that we called on our fence probably 15 times begging someone to come out because we were so worried to make sure that we had everything dotted I's and crossed T's. So there you have it with the fact that we put the trust in the application that the town provides. And I did mention this, and I'll say it again just because it's super important. When you're looking at black and white applications and you say like, you have to do this and this and this, we look at each other and say, okay, check that box, we've done this. Okay, check that box, we've done that. We did all of those things, and we came looking for the approval of the initial permit to be met with not that answer, clearly. And I would just defer to the application. I have it, and I actually brought it to the town supervisor that, like, when you are talking about someone needing to follow a rule, you need to put it in that application that it's a 25 feet from the center road and 30 feet from your setback, because then we might have not taken the avenue that we did. We're more than halfway through the process of purchasing. We've purchased it and we've paid someone half down, and then we come with the next step of an application to learn that we are not being afforded the opportunity. By the same token, we had a shed permit that was so crystal clear. That shed permit tells you 10 feet from the property line. Thank you. Yep, perfect. We measured it out. We put a little pretend structure there. We knew exactly what we needed to do. So I would say the same should stand true if I were offering a suggestion for somebody else in this circumstance, that application also has that information on it, because that helps people understand what's expected of them. And so then I would have known, and maybe not, I don't know that we'd still be sitting here, but at least I would have had better understanding of what was expected of us, because ultimately I want to follow the rules. I'm not here to cause a problem for any single person, including ourselves.
It's my understanding that the YMCA has scholarships, don't they?
We don't qualify. That's the problem. We can't even get someone to go in with our son. Like, if we didn't pay for a family membership and we just paid for him, that person has to pay every time. They've done away with, they used to allow like the respite workers to go in for free. Something along the lines of liability now, like everybody who walks through the doors has to pay. Well, when you talk about someone who's doing you a favor, if you will, to give you respite time, they're not interested in paying for themselves to go in because they're not there for themselves. So that it's a barrier. Every time we turn around, it's a barrier. And the services provided are so not very helpful, to be quite honest with you. And so we've come into this quite a few times of people who have offered, like, oh, we'll take him. And then they get there and it's a $10 fee for them to go. Well, I mean, 5 days a week, that adds up pretty quick for someone's budget, and we can't pay for that.
So we're actually looking at a 12-foot variance then? Or the fact that we actually have to have a pole in the side yard or a front yard?
Yes.
How big is the actual pole?
It's 15 by 52, so it's the exact same, well, the picture you saw, it's the exact
15?
same. It's the exact same one that's there, it's just a permanent structure and not the,
You said 15 by 52 feet?
yeah, so 15 wide by
52 inches deep,
Oh,
15 feet wide.
okay.
Oh,
So
sorry,
it's circular,
yeah, circular,
15 by 52 is
it
like.
is, you're right, round, yeah.
Okay. All right, I didn't do the public hearing portion yet, did I?
Not yet.
Public hearing portion of the meeting, I opened that up. It did go down to the county, I believe.
This one did not.
This one did not. Oh, it's Jenkins that went down, that's right, sorry. Anybody here like to speak to this matter? And not seeing anybody, raise the hand, I will close the public hearing portion of the meeting.
We have two comments that did come in.
Okay, that's right, that's right.
So we had two, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah.
One of them, 42 Ruger Parkway, Judy Graves from Plattsburgh. This came via email, appeal number 2377. I believe if this variance, Article V, Section 5.1 is allowed, it will open the door for other families in this area to make a request for a variance as well. I agree it should not be allowed in a R5 residential district. Too many homes in this area with children. They will all expect the same variance be allowed for them. Respectfully, Judy Graves, 42 Ruger Parkway, Plattsburgh. We also got another one from appeal number 2333 from Jennifer Kaplan at 9 Mallard Drive. Hello, I am Jennifer Kaplan from 9 Mallard Drive. Brianna was very kind to confirm that this appeal is for the front yard. If the pool goes in the front yard, I have no objections. If the plan for the backyard, if the plan was for the backyard, then I could ask for a delay in the decision until the new owners can weigh in, as this property is for sale currently. But again, if in the front yard, then it has less interaction with this property. It has less, yeah, I gotta read that again. But again, if in the front, then it has less interaction with this property. Many thanks, Jennifer Kaplan, 9 Mallard Drive. Those are the only two correspondence we got for this, Mr. Chairman.
Now I can officially close the public hearing portion of the meeting. We got those two read into the record.
Mrs. Brownwood, can you just clarify? It's a 15-foot round pool, and this is 30 feet from here to here. Are you guys going to center this so there's going to be like 7.5 feet on either side? Is that, or is it going to
Going up to the cement patio. So that cement patio we poured last year is gonna go right up to
Okay,
that.
so then there'll be a 15-foot to the
Correct.
fence line or to the.
Correct, from the fence to the pool.
So to answer your question, Mr. Chairman, they're asking for a 15-foot variance.
And that's just, it has nothing to do with the actual pool itself. It's just the variance for the,
For a structure in the front yard.
Front yard setback, required 30, they're asking for 15.
board members have any questions or comments that they would like to have further answers or questions?
Is there any other place on your yard where you could put it? And why not if not?
Well, so we had a Shelter Logic 12 by 24 shed, and last winter the wind took it and ripped it and tore it to shreds. So what we did was just replace it with a more permanent structure. My husband has a lawn care business, and so we have hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of tools and equipment probably that we don't need to be stolen. And I don't know, everyone knows where we live, and it's the thoroughfare, unfortunately, from Wiggletown to River Street. It's not a good place. It honestly isn't. It's a whole new world from where 10 Deer Run is to where 45 River Parkway is. I couldn't believe it. But in any event, we've had people steal stuff out of our yard, etc. And so last year we felt like it was best for us to put a more permanent structure. We cannot afford to put a garage. This was the lesser of the two evils. So where that 12 by 24 Shelter Logic shed was, completely is replaced by an honest shed as of a couple weeks ago. So to say, is there another place? There potentially was another place, but at this point in time, there is not another place. If you were to go by, you would see that that shed to the right is brand new, and that replaces the Shelter Logic shed that was there. Shelter Logic is the temporary structure, you know, that has the vinyl top. Well, it didn't last the winter, I can tell you that. So essentially, no, because there's not a huge yard. So there's no space over there, and obviously the front yard's off limits. So this is side front yard, and it's, you know, been there, you know, that pool's been there for a couple years. We've only been there 3, but it's been there 2.
Anybody else? No? Okay, my voice keeps on going. The balancing check list is whether the benefit can be achieved by other means feasible to the applicant. And as we just discussed, there is not much room for doing anything else on the property. Undesirable change in neighborhood character or to nearby properties. I'll ask board members, do you see anything with that? Mary Ann? Change in the character of the area?
I'm not familiar with the neighborhood, so I can't comment.
Okay. Where the request is substantial and we're looking at 15 feet compared to the, 50 foot?
30.
30. So it's about half. And where the request will have adverse physical or environmental effects. I don't see any of those happening. So the motion would be either to approve the variance or deny the variance.
I move that we approve it.
Okay. We have a second.
I'll second it, only for your son.
I appreciate you, thank you. He will do.
All right. And show of hands. And roll call vote.
Henry Hill,
Yes.
Roger Black,
Yes.
Marian Alexandro,
Yes.
Melanie Mark.
Thank you all very much. She's familiar with the woman Kelsey who sits on the board. She worked with my son for years. She could definitely attest to my story about his needs.
We'll get the permit process, get it out to you guys.
Okay,
Yeah, once you get it all done, give me a call. Come out, jump on the person.
I appreciate you, thank you.
Right.
Gotta make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you,
Everybody made that vote.
everybody.